So I'll be picking up the data sets that are required to learn, and that you will be using most of the times. Okay. 1 minute. Someone joined. Okay. So today what we're gonna do is yeah, this is our you know how to write your Python code, first Python code, simple script, okay, with a print statement, okay. And why it is called function, I'll explain that later, okay. Function will have always a parenthesis, okay, and it will have some uh, uh, activity within that function, okay, like printing statement, takes input, and all that. You can do a lot of things, okay. And I'll be sharing a questionnaire today or by tomorrow, Friday. Okay, so Friday we don't have a class, as you know, so it's a practice day. And homework I'll share it tomorrow or today if possible. I was preparing a questionnaire, and then you can practice it on weekend. Okay, but Monday I would like to see. First thing is 15 minutes is I want to see the results. Okay, whether you guys are able to do or not. Let me launch Anaconda. Okay, this is the one. Yes, this is the one, right? 16 VDD. Okay. Okay, so we have seen our first example yesterday, how to write a print statement and get a display, right? You can get the display and you can use the Jupyter Notebook cells even for calculator. Okay, you can use that as a calculator. Okay, so these are some of the examples that you can see here. Okay, okay, and how to print a statement, and after that you have to print your result. Okay, so this is how you have to use the quotation. Okay, and within that quotation you have to add your whatever the text, the result of this, numbers, blah blah blah, whatever you want to add, you can add it here, and then put a comma and then followed by your result. Okay, okay, and yesterday we have also seen a input function. Okay, this is useful whenever you want to make your program interactive, where you are taking or accepting some value from the user, okay, whoever is interacting with the system. So input function, okay, is very useful. Okay, and you can use it for capturing some value data, or if you are creating a form, okay, with different details, right? You can add all those, store it in a variable, okay, variable, and then you print it. Okay, now we'll talk about variables and data type. Okay, so like I said yesterday, we have different numerical data types. Okay, integer, which is a whole number. Okay, positive or negative, you can see here. Okay, float. Okay, float is a decimal numbers. Okay, positive decimal and negative. Complex number. These are the example 3 plus 4j. This is a complex number. Okay, example. But see, in real time I don't see you get this type of data. If you are getting, there is a cleaning process where you have to clean the j from this number, and you can process 3 plus 4. Okay, and how do you assign a integer to a variable? Okay, you can say x equals 10. 10 is assigned to x. Okay, and y is 3.14. This is a variable type. Okay, and how do you assign a string? Okay, example is here, quotation. Okay, if you add just like that, name is equal John without quotation, it will throw an error. Okay, yesterday I already showed you. Okay, while giving one of the example. And you can use Boolean type also, which is true and false. Okay, so you are creating a variable called is active. Okay, is equal to true. Okay, what type of, if you want to see what type of data type these are, x, y, name, and you can use something called type function. Okay, type within bracket you can pass on this parameter name y, x, and you will get the data type. Okay, yesterday we have seen all these things, but by seeing all these things you can practice. Okay, see, best practice is jot down all those things in your notebook, Jupyter notebook, and then practice it. Okay, okay, now we'll talk about operations. Okay, these are very basics, like baby steps, guys. Okay, so uh, everybody knows operations, right? Mathematical operation, we learned in our academics, right? Plus, minus, multiplication, then division, modulus, and all that, right? So we're gonna see all those things one by one. Okay. So for example, this is an arithmetic operation. Okay, I have two variable a and b, 15 plus 15 and 4. Okay, I am doing arithmetic operation based on this number. So addition, subtraction. So this is what you have to do a practice. This is what the example gonna be. So I'm gonna write all these questions and give it to you. Okay, you have to write that and see, you can get it in Google or use ChatGPT, you'll get it. But I want you to try. Okay, otherwise you'll not get that hands on. These are all basics. If your fundamentals are very much uh, I mean good in fundamentals, right? So later on, I mean, it will be very easy to learn other topics. Okay, and this PPT is already shared. Okay, so if you want, what happened? Okay, so this was in full screen. Okay, okay. If I want this to be copied, I can say like this. Okay, I'll go to my Jupyter notebook. I'll say new, practice basics. Okay, I'll paste it here and I'll put it this one, the first one in comments. Why? Because it doesn't know whether it's a command or something else. Okay, give me 1 minute, guys. I'm getting called. 1 minute. Okay, I'm back, guys. I got a call. Sorry about it. Okay. So what I mean to say is you can copy the same content and you can put it here. Okay. And then you can execute this. Okay. So you'll get a result something like this. Okay. I want you to add some more things here. Whichever option that you want to add. See, this is exponential. Okay, and this is modulus. You can see the result here. Okay, what are the result, and you can do the experiment. You can change this number. Now whatever the code I have, I'll duplicate this. This is a static. A and B are static. What if I want to pick up a value here every time I run this? Okay, I'll say I want to pick the integer type. Okay, I'll say input. Okay, enter first number. Okay, same thing. I'll copy. Second number. Okay, so here I am giving my choice. Okay, here the data that you see in the above example are static, 15 and 4. So it will do the computation for all this calculation for these two numbers, but here I am giving a user input. Okay, if I run this, it's asking for first number, say I'll give 25, second number 45. Okay, you see the results here. Okay, so this is like user input. Okay, you can do a lot of things here. Okay, you can think of it what you want to do. You just write down the print statement and you write a code whatever you want to print here, and then the calculation. Okay, so this is how you're gonna learn and get some what do you call hands-on. I'm gonna send this after this. I'm gonna send this, and tomorrow probably I'll send the uh, this one also, what you called the homework page. Okay, and the second one, comparison. Now this is a operation, arithmetic operation. In arithmetic you get addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, floor division. Okay, all this comes under arithmetic operation. Okay, now comparison. Okay, when we say comparison, what do? You measure, right? You compare two numbers whether they are equal. If they are equal, you will print something. These two numbers are equal. If they are not equal, it will throw an error. Okay, so I'll copy this also. This I have kept all in editable mode so that you can copy the code and you can practice. Okay, now I'll put this in comments because this is not our code. Okay, and here same thing. What I'll do is I'll take this out and I'll copy this user input. Okay, 1 minute. I'll do first this one, Control Z. Okay, I'll run this first. Okay, now it says, see the first one. Okay, X equals 10, Y equals 20. Okay, now the first statement you see here, what we are doing is comparison operator we are using whether x is equal to 20. Now you see here, what is the type you are getting here? Boolean. Okay, we learned about Boolean, right? True or false. So this is a Boolean data type value. The output is where we are saying x is not equal to y and the saying false. What if it is 10? See, true. Okay, x equals to y, yes, true. Okay, and second statement is not equal, x is not equal to y, false, it is equal. Okay, and greater than, x is greater than, you can see this symbol, greater than symbol, then y, is it so? No, false. Okay, next statement is y sorry, x less than y? No, because both are 10 10, so equal. Okay, and next one is greater or equal, x is greater or equal to y, true, and the condition is true here. Okay, and then you have less or equal, x is less than equals y, true, right? Now same thing, we will add a user input. Okay, so we'll go to this one. Instead of writing, I'll do a small modification. Oh, sorry, not here. I have to change this variable. Okay, x and y. Okay, if I run this, it's asking for the first number. I'll say 20. Okay, next one is 30. Okay, you can read out these statements. Operator, first one is whether these two numbers are equal. No, false. Okay, and x is not equal to y, false. True. Okay, not equal, true. The third statement is greater than, x is greater than, false, less than, true. Okay, x is less than y, that is there because x is 20 and the next one is 20, 30. Okay, or you can write a meaningful uh, enter x number and enter y number. Okay, y variable or whatever you want to write. 20, 40. Okay, now you see enter x number is 20 and y value you know, and you can validate here with all these examples. Okay, clear guys. So this is about the operator, and also see right now I'm writing 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 print statement for a different comparison operator and arithmetic here. Okay, you can do the same in all in one. Okay, this is the one you can do this way also. There are different ways that you can do in a print statement. Just put a comma and get going. Okay, I'll just copy this. Okay, you have the first one, a plus b, 10 plus 3 13. Okay, a minus b 7 30. Likewise, I have added all those. If you want to add some meaningful comments for each and everything, you can do that. I don't know whether it will not take multiple comments here. This is one way you can also print your this thing, and if you want to automate this, you can add these two statement input command and with int. Okay, and then you can do that. If I have something called name, okay, and if I say John, okay, if I run this, okay, it will throw an error because this is a text type, string type, and you cannot add a string. It has to go with quotation. Okay, always string. Now string is stored in this one, and if you want to print, you can say print or name also variable directly. You will get to see. Now you see here why it is not defined, because here n is capital, here n is small. So this is case sensitive. You have to type same exactly. Just make sure you type the value correct, the variable name in the same case. Okay, uppercase or lowercase. Otherwise, you will throw an error. So this is about arithmetic comparison. Okay, Now we'll spend some time to understand the logical operators. Okay. Now, whenever we see under basic operation, so you see we have something called AND. Okay, AND operator. Okay, when you want to compare two numbers. Okay, uh, if there is a number called 9, okay, and you want to check if that number is between 1 and 10. Okay, in those cases you will use AND operator. Okay, so these are called logical operator, and assignment operator is something equals this symbol. Okay, equals. Okay, this symbol, assignment operator. There are different scenarios I have given, so you can try this out. Okay, now I'll just take this. Okay, I'll put it in this thing. So now if I run this, okay, first thing is it will check whether A and B, okay, print A and B, whether true or false. Okay, both are same or not. Okay, first one is false. Okay, or means either this or that. Okay, true. Okay, so it compares all these logical operators. Why you need to understand these operators is when you write your condition, okay, with the if statement, while statement, for statement, right? You need to use this logical operators. Okay, so and not see, you can see reverse value false. Okay, you can see here the result is false. I've added the same thing here, copy pasted. Okay, for PPT, but it's the same thing. Not A means not operator. You can use it false. Okay, I'll copy this. Okay, now we'll check on assignment operators. Okay, assignment is this one, equals to. Okay, this is assigning, you are assigning 5 value to X. Okay, so there are different ways. If I add plus equals 3, same as X is X plus 3. Okay, we'll run all those things and we'll understand how these are functioning. Okay, so the first statement is X is equal to 5, so I'm adding X plus 3. So when you add 3 to 5, what happens? 8. You can see here. Okay, now I am doing X minus equals 2. Okay, what it will do is, what is the X value? 5. If I add 5, okay, 5, now the value of X is 8. Why? Because in the first statement we are adding 3, so it will become 8. Okay, when I deduct minus equals 2, it will deduct 2. So what is the result? 6. Okay, there are different ways, guys. I mean, you can write in a different way. Okay, so even I can say X minus 2. Okay, I don't need this equal to. There are different way. Okay, and you can see here I mentioned same as X is equal to X minus 2. Same thing. Okay, print. Okay, this is the one printing, and next one is X into 4. Now what is the value of X? 6. 6 4s are 24. You can see the result is 24. Okay, now division. Okay, 24 divided by 3, what? 8. Clear, guys? Assignment operator. Yes, no?
Yes, Suren, yes.
All of you guys sleeping or what?
No, no.
I'll ask, I'll call out then in between. Okay, so this is about the assignment. Okay, logical is done, then assignment we are done. Okay, you can use different ways. Plus means adding 3 number. You can also say X is equal to 5. Okay, X plus X is equal to X plus. Say for example, where is the this one. Okay, I'll take this one. X equals 5. Okay, I'll say x equals x plus 3. Okay, and then I'll print x. Okay, now you see initially it was 5. Okay, then I'm adding 3. X plus x is x value is 5. 5 plus 3, 8, and it is stored here. And next statement, next line, I'm printing the output. So 8. Simple. You can write this also. Okay, okay, you can write like this also. Okay, so there are different ways. Okay, now this is the other way. Plus is always left. I have added plus on the right hand side. You can see 3 is the result. Okay, so this is incorrect. Okay, you have to experiment all these things. This comes only by hands on. Okay, 8. Where is this? Okay, now this one example. Okay, now how do you use the AND operator here? Okay, so I have taken one example here. I'll just copy this. I'll put it here. See, PPT I've already shared with everybody. So the first statement, I'll move that to comment. Okay, so say assume I'm taking one number. Okay, uh, 25. Okay, which is a static number. Now in the print statement, I'm checking if this number lies between 10 and 30. Okay, so how do you write that result? Okay, you put a I mean print statement number. What is my number variable? This one number is greater than 10 and number is less than 30. This is the logic you have to write. Okay, this will build your logic building, I mean, activity for your, I mean, when you're writing your code. Okay, is number true? Simple. And will give a true. It will not give 25 and all. Okay, true or false. This is a Boolean type. And okay, similar thing you can do with a input also. Okay, you want to add something here. Number int input. I'll say okay, and if that number falls from 1 to 100, my condition. Okay, enter the number. If I say 101, what happens? False. See, you're building your logic. Okay, if I say 32, true. So you have to do this practice, guys. Okay, so without practice it will not come. So that is the reason I'll send this. Whatever we are seeing on the PPT, I'm just picking up and I'm seeing different logic also here. You try this out. Okay, and you can create a form also. Okay, if you want to create a form where you want to take a input from user, create a form. Okay, learn how to use a variables. Okay, string, integer, text, um, float value, something like that. Okay, you can build your own some code where you can do some practice and learn and gain some knowledge. Okay, so let's move to the next topic. Assignment is done. Now we have identify and membership operators. Is not. Okay, these are very important. This you will be using now and then. In SQL, you have the same operators. Okay, logical operators, arithmetic, you will be using with a SQL statement. Okay, there also you will learn all these things. Okay, uh, if that particular value is there in my variable. Okay, now whatever you see here. Okay, I'll copy. Why it is not clicking? Okay. Okay, I will add a comment. Otherwise, it will throw an error. Okay. So is not. Okay, these are called membership operators, identity and membership. Identity means it checks the identity whether this is there in the list. Say for example, there are there are 40 students in a class. Okay, I want to look for John. Okay, John, Lisa, and Maddie. Okay, so what you'll do is you will build your 40 list here. Okay, or assume you have an Excel sheet column student name. Okay, from top to down you have 40 students names. Okay, and in that 40 students name you want to search three people whether they were there or not. So what you'll do is you will do control F and you will search one by one, right? And what if you have 10,000 records? Is it possible? Yes, still you can do a control F, do one by one, which is like tedious, right? But in Python, if you have a data set, it does within seconds. Okay, for example, this is my value. Okay, I'll teach you what type of data is this. Okay, list, set, tuple. Okay, I'm just giving an example, don't get to this. See, right now, earlier I used to assign a is equal to 1, b is equal to 10. Now what is this? 1 2 3. Okay, array. Okay, this is array, but I'll explain this in the upcoming classes, probably Monday. Okay, so I have this value and I'm assigning a to b. Okay, and c equals to 1 2 3. I'm saying. Okay, you see the condition here logic. Okay, a 1 2 3. I'm adding whatever is in a 1 2 3 will be added in b. Equals I'm using here assignment operator, and then I'm using a c is equal to 1 2 3 with a new list of with a different object. Okay, this is a different object. C is different object, so we'll print and see whether this is correct or not. Okay, and now here the statement you see a is b. Okay, now a is b. Okay, it will say true, and a is equal to c, it will say false, because these are two different objects, though the numbers are same but object are different. Okay, a is not c, then say true. Okay, I'll run this, we'll see the example. True, false, true. Okay, a is c, no, false, right? And what if I say c is equal to this, and if I say uh, where is it? A equals c. Okay, I'll say a equals c, and then I'll print the last statement. AC. Okay, if I run this, now you see it true, because this condition is satisfying. A is c, because I have added c is equal to a. So whatever the c value is there, now it is equal to a, and that is the reason why it is coming as true. Clear, guys? Any doubt?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Okay, now we'll take some time to understand the membership operators. Okay. Okay, membership operators. Okay, so how do you define, how do you write the syntax? I'll put a comment first. Okay, so membership operator will check whether that member is part of your variable or not. In not in. Simple. We do that. Okay. If four of you or five of you are going for a movie, you ask your friends, right in WhatsApp whether he is in, who is in, who are all in, right? You use those words, right? Similarly, here also you have to take from a real-time example. You are checking something whether that exists in my search. Okay. Not in means opposite. Simple. Okay. I'll run this. So first is, see, first statement, you need to understand the first variable, fruit. I'm adding three values: apple, banana, cherry. Okay. First statement is banana in fruits? Is banana in fruits variable? And I'm checking banana, see, in quotes, in fruits. Okay. This will build your search results very strong, guys. Okay. For data scientist or data analysis, or when you are working on big data, or I mean, any project with, especially with data, you have to look for those values, right? So you can use this. So we will see all this thing in real time, Excel and all that thing, and you will get to know all these things. Okay. But these are very simple examples, very simple. Okay. If you get hands on, I'm telling you, I mean, see, right now I added three. Okay. Now what you have to do is you have to add, where is copy here. Okay. I will add comma, pineapple, comma, next one I'll take uh, chiku, chiku. Okay. I'll take one more. I'll take grapes is there, right? Okay. Grapes. Okay. Now how many variable I have? One, two, three, four, five, six. Six variable I have. Okay. Now the first question is banana in fruits? Okay. Banana in fruits, I'm checking, it will say true. Okay. Now if you want to erase this result that you're seeing, okay, what you have to do is you have to go to edit, clear output of all cell, clear output, cell output which is currently highlighted. See which one is highlighted? This one, cell 23. Okay. These are nothing but cells. Okay. When you type something and go to next, okay, it will add those numbers. You have to compile it. Okay. See, you see 24. Okay. So cell number will come on the left. Okay. And which one is highlighted? This one. If you want to clear this results, you go to edit and then say clear cell output. Okay. So this is one example. Okay. Now we are doing this. I'll add, these two will be true, but I'll write something else. Okay. I'm checking kiwi in fruits. I know kiwi is not there. Okay. But I'm checking kiwi in fruits. Okay. In this variable, I'm searching whether kiwi is there. It should say false. It is not there. Okay. So this is false. Okay. I want you to do something. See, I've done with Apple. Okay. You pick up 10 students name. Okay. You create a what is that called, a school roster. Okay. You mention this as a roster. Okay. Instead of fruits, mention roster. Okay. I'll take your names only. Sahib, Roti, Kiran Venkat. Okay. So how many are there today? Let me check here. Who are all there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct. Okay. Now I'm checking instead of banana, I'll say is Rupa in? Rupa she didn't join. Okay. She had some uh, personal work. She informed me. Okay. So I'll check here. Rupa in. You have to change the variable also. It's not fruit, roaster. Okay. I'll just copy paste this one here, here. Okay. And now here, grape, instead of grape, I'll say, I'll pick Swati. Okay. Now here I'll type Swati not in. So it will say false. She is there. Okay. Here I'll check. Here I'll change the name. Okay. Another three. 1 minute, guys. I'll just add it. 1, 2, 3. One is done. Sai. Okay. It will be true. Okay. Next one. Okay. Venkat. Okay. So don't take this because I just copied all this. Okay. It will not match. I'll just remove it just for our understanding. So I'm changing a different variable and I'm giving you an example to understand better. Okay. So I'll run this. Okay. Now you see Rupa in roster. We know Rupa is not there. So it's a false. Okay. Swati not in roster. False. She's there. Okay. Not in. Is she not in? Which is false. Okay. If it is in, then what it will say? True. Okay. Next one is Soumya in roster. True. Okay. Likewise, you can see Sai, Kiran, and Venkat. True, true, true. What if I say not in? False. Okay, you have to experiment, guys. I'm telling you, if you don't experiment these basics, right, when you get into the advanced level, right, it will be hard for you to understand. These are very basics, very basics. You'll not find all these things in the internet. Somewhere I curated all these things together and I have created my content. Okay, so whoever has learned before, the other teams, they have appreciated. Okay. So this is, I'll say this. I'm going to send this after this. And tomorrow by afternoon or I'll do one thing, morning only I'll send a worksheet. Okay. This is called membership. Okay. Now bitwise. Okay. Now what is the bitwise? Bitwise operator is the one which works at the binary level, 0 and 1s. Okay. So if I want to take, okay, here, okay, these are two things. I need to copy separate. Where is this? Okay, so bitwise you can use the and. Okay, whether 5 and this. Okay, so it converts into a bitwise, which is a machine level, and it does the calculation, something like this. So I've put the result here after running all those things in a comment so that it will stay for reference. See, this one we don't get often, but it's good to know. Okay, sometimes you never know. So whenever you get some conversion uh, work or a project where you have to do some bitwise and then you have to calculate and do some calculation, right? In those time, this will be very helpful. Okay, so one, okay, x and y. One is the result you can see here. Okay, bitwise for or 7. Okay, this is a machine level result, guys. Okay, I'll share the link also here, okay, for reference, which link you can go and understand. Okay, uh, so bitwise, what is the PPT? Yes, we are done. Okay, now we have this thing, right? This is the same thing. Okay, in a example, I have added here. So what I'm gonna do is quickly, I'll take this, okay, and then copy very small this one. Okay, I'll add it here. I'll go to Markdown and I will add it. Okay, for a reference for you. Instead of going to PPT, you can refer here also. So you can create a lot of things in Jupyter Notebook. That is why it is very robust and very famous and very popular among developers. Python, especially Python data science developers. You can do magic. If you know the correct usage, how to use, you can do a lot of things here. Okay, same thing. Equal to is to symbol. Not equal to, exclamation, equal to, greater than is the symbol, less than this everybody knows, okay, basics, but always, even if you know, always take a look. Okay, that will refresh our minds. Greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, this is false. Is a equals to b, a is 10, b is 5, false. Okay, output will be in boolean type, true false. Okay, boolean value are true false. Clear, guys? Basics. Today basics. And Monday, yeah, these are the hands-on exercise. Very simple, very simple. You will search in Google, you'll get it. But see, instead of going to Google, better try. Okay, I'm saying two variables. You know how to create a variable num1 and num2. Perform all arithmetic operation on them and print the result. We have just done. Write a program that checks if a number is even or odd. You know the even, right? It's divisible by 2. Odd is not divisible by 2, and the result is, you know this. Okay, by you they see using the modulus. Okay, we have already done this. I showed you where modulus. Here, see, this is a symbol you have to use, modulus. Everything is there. Okay, first you have to check this, and this number is divisible by 2 and the result is 0, even. So basics, guys, basics mathematics, because in data science you have to brush up your mathematics is must, matrix, vectors. Okay, so whatever you have learned during your academic, you have to brush up. Okay, these things, less than, greater than, less than, greater than, equal, yes. A is greater than 5, yes, true. A is less than b, false. See, you have all this example, and this is the example you can type and practice it. Okay, I'll do one thing. I have the question I thought was not there when I was looking at the PPT. I overlooked this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a new Python notebook. Okay, just make sure you guys do it. Okay, this is our questions. I'm gonna put it here in H2. Okay, I'm gonna close this H2 and I'm gonna put bullet points with list. Okay, this is your hands-on exercise homework. Okay, you have to practice. And first, for example, this is the first one. You copy this. Okay, if you want, see H3. Okay, and then you run this to Markdown and run it. Create two variables, num1 and num2. Okay, num1, num2. Okay, next statement, what is it? Perform all arithmetic. What are the arithmetic? Refer back to your practice. All this simple. You have to type. Okay, don't copy paste. Otherwise, you'll not get that hands on. Okay, same thing you have to do practice. And Monday I'll see these 5, each one of you. Okay, or if you are done on Saturday evening, please share it on WhatsApp. If you want to send me separate, I don't mind, send it. Okay, along with your name, so that I'll check, and if there are any mistakes, we will figure it out. Okay, guys. So this and this, I'm gonna share it now. What's the time? 35, 9:35. We are on top of the hour. So how is the session, guys? How was the session today? Able to get something, or it's going above your
Yes,
mind? Yes. Okay. Nice. And
yes,
if
nice.
yeah, if anyone who has not installed this Anaconda, uh, or not able to install, getting some weird uh, error message or some exception message, please let me know. I'll take a look in a separate one-to-one session. Okay. Or if you don't mind, you can share your screen. I mean tomorrow, or you can call me, because this is very important. Okay. You can do the same thing on what is this? The X code, sorry, VS Code also, which is a Microsoft tool, free tool. You can use that also to write all these codes. Okay, but this one, you see the flexibility. You can do the presentation. You can do whole variety of things here. That is why it is very famous, and it is an open source. You don't have to pay for this editor. Okay, guys. So I think we are good now. I'm going to share this in WhatsApp shortly after 5 minutes, and then you can practice, and then you can do a homework. Take 3 days, brush up, and PPT already have shared with everyone. Okay,
Bro, bro,
the main.